Okay, here we go. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday! Today we continue playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. We are on the last case of the game. And we've reached the point in which we are playing again as Phoenix Wright. On the last episode, we finally got to the bridge being repaired and to talk to Maya. We also got to talk to Pearly. We talked to Bikini. Sister Bikini had 5 side locks, which we will have to break at some point. And there is still a lot of mysteries to resolve, so let's hope today we can resolve all of the mysteries and get a good idea of what's gonna happen. Oh, oh my god, I had my mic off this whole time. Hello Josh, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Of course I'm online, it's Attorney Saturdays. I was wondering, like... But, it's fine. Today I'm a little sleepy because I had a lot of trouble sleeping last night, but... Once we start playing, it will probably go away, because I will be focused on the game. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a slow day. Also, I had a little bit of a food poisoning situation today. But I'm doing better now. Oh man, I cannot wait to start playing. I'll be driving most of the time for delivery. Hope you get good soon. Thank you, man, thank you. And drive safely, drive safely. But not gonna lie, one thing that always surprises me is that delivery is always very late at night. Like usually here deliveries take place very early in the morning. Well, I've seen the delivery trucks and the distribution trucks. I mean, yeah, like, I've seen them in the morning, but at night, maybe, but I don't think so. No, I think here deliveries are in the morning because I start making noodle in the afternoon, hence my nick, Yorur. Oh, I see, Yorur no ramen. I see. That explains a lot. 3 minutes and we will begin playing. I wonder what happened to the other guys. They usually are very punctual here when it comes to Attorney Saturdays. Hopefully they're all doing okay. They're probably all busy. It's Saturday anyways. And Bodok's sleep schedule, it's a little messed up, so... Hello BTC, how you doing? Welcome, I was just wondering, where were you guys? Usually, Attorney Saturdays, you guys are all here like very punctually. I mean, to be fair, it's not 4 PM yet, so in all fairness, you are still very much in time, guys. But yeah, like usually the pre-show gets a little bit more of an audience. I was saying, like the Phoenix Wright category has 30 viewers and the top channel has 11 viewers. It would be cool if we could break that, even though it's a little hard, but it would be really cool if we could break that on Twitch. Because combined, I think we could reach... I mean, it depends. Sometimes we have like 4 and 4, so we could break like 8, sometimes even 9. YouTube has reached like 7 people at the same time sometimes, but not everyone is chatting. And on Twitch we usually reach between 4 and 5. So yeah, we could break it if we got all 12 in the same in Twitch. That we could break the 11 and be the top of the category. Maybe just need to download that free VTubing app from Steam and get a VTuber with big old booba. And then when they click and they hear the man, like the man voice behind the booba, we could just we would break number 1. Or maybe we can do like a sexy anime boy and start talking deeply and get a female audience. I don't know. But hey, you know what? It's 4 PM, so let's start gaming. How about that? You should be able to see the game now. Yes, there it is. Okay, let me get my tabs in order again, because every time I click OBS to check if you guys can see, I break everything else. Wait. This one. Ooh, okay. So let's examine this area. Okay, first and foremost, one thing that is weird about this is that 2 of these are lacking the mantle. Look at the Buddha statues line up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she will probably slap you for praying into her private affairs. There is a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging for me to look inside. Well, let's see what the stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think, Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember. It was closed! There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone has been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full names. I was only copying you. Phoenix Wright? What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a preposterous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think it's the wire that was tied to the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there is no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. Okay, and we can slide. There is a little gate that leads to the inner into the garden. It says no entry on the sign though. Come on now, Phoenix. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyways. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? BJC, can you confirm or deny that? Do you Americans enjoy doing whatever you want and then saying whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, and there is a solitary room there called the training hall. Maybe I wouldn't exactly call the Scortius. Well, the internet, not on the global stage, yeah, the internet seems to propagate that you guys are not exactly the most elegant, let's put it like that. You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. I don't know, Phoenix, but you're gonna marry her at some point, so get ready. Okay, let's move into the training hall. February 9, Inner Temple Training Hall. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be training in here. Yeah, it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? A strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Why? What happened here? What do you think this is yellowish poster? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... A woman? A woman? I don't see any woman here. There is a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy? What's the matter? This scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there is a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of pain, the Americans use gravy as a substitute? I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the rose on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Misty Fae image is obscured by gravy. I'm getting more and more convinced that this scroll shows a picture of Misty Fae, master of the Great Channeling Technique. But why would anyone cover it with gravy? I can't make out what's drawn on this scroll at all. I never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Artists? Ah, yeah. Von Karma can be really freaking stupid sometimes, not gonna lie. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity, he's full of nothing but old clothes of the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I am from the prosecutor's office, I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Oof. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they are guarding something inside the cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They just look like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a side lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought you'd managed to get... Oh, it's Godot. What took you so long? I thought you even managed to get here faster than this, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Godot? I don't know. I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up to the trial today? Ha. I could ask you the exact same question. Ha, but I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of it. You're the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than trial? Who's the wild mare, right? Ooh, he's already looking at her, huh? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, lady. Von Wippenberg, go home. Phoenix, Wright? Why are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks of that whip than that, Mr. Wright. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to do. There is something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind the mask of this. It's anger, or is it sorrow? Why didn't you show up? You had some important business, and that's why you weren't in the court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do a battle with you. You see, Wright, I've experienced something most have not. Death. I don't make noodles every day, only by order, and also I don't start making at 4 AM like Japanese noodle makers. Anyway, be right back. Take your time, man, take your time. You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allow us to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So you mean the mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my enlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. I keep this worn out piece of junk of a body going with the regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that even possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, right. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know how Godot was killed? It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right? Can't undo. Earlier you said, I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? Well, that's a very good question. The inner temple here, on this dusky bridge, is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. I wondered, Wright, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They are searching for a trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? Maya? As a leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The sacred cavern, the entrance of which we are standing right in front right now. This is the only place the search party has yet to explore. This is the only place the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No, which means, Wright, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! Is that situation where you aren't... If that situation, why you aren't... If that's the situation why aren't you in there with the search party right now? Sorry guys, my dyslexia was kicking in and I could not read that phrase. I had to reread it like 5 times. You must have blinders on you, equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a tricky lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Wright. Once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Oh, he's talking about Mia. Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? And do you know who's that? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, my kitten, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her? No, that's not how it was. Mia Fey. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man, but she bit more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey murder was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time. You or no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I say you've learned nothing, right? You robbed her of her life. And now, you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No! Trick lock. What is with this peculiar looking lock? Why don't you just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. Arrest Phoenix. Hello, Black Lockhart. How you doing? Welcome. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. An excessive force used to break the lock open. Well, just say the inner temple and the sacred cairn could be a thing of the past. Very well, then I suggest the obvious solution, opening with the key. Sure, show me how the keyhole and where the keyhole on this is. There is no keyhole? That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who said this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? The accused. What? Iris? When the acolyte undergoes the training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times. Now that I think of it, she said Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris the accused is the one who can open this lock. Is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There is no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better start praying that that friend of yours brings the cues back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Wright. There is only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, right? Sherlock, I have 66 pyroxene. Should I attempt to pull for Idol Mari? Well, that's a complicated question. Because if it goes wrong, you will end up with what? 42k. If you are not planning to pull for Dress Michiru between now and the fest, you should be able to get to about 54k, maybe 66, considering that you will need 2 PTs and a half. Having 60k at minimum for the fest is advisable, because you want to do a PT in the pre-fest, hoping that you get one character before PT and the other one you spark, and then you have enough to secure 2 sparks for the fest. So yeah, I mean, keep that calculation in mind and make your decision. I think that Idol Mari is more important than Dress Michiru, considering that she's limited and Dress Michiru is not, so she could spook you. And Dress Michiru is very good if you're pushing for Lunatic, but Idol Mari is very good in many situations, regardless of the difficulty, and she's especially good in Gebura, which she feels very replaceable in there. So if I had to make a choice between Idol Mari and Dress Michiru, I would go for Idol Mari. and then I could just save, hoping that you can get to 60k before the fest. I hope that helps you. 60k right now, if you PT and then save to anniversary, you'll make it. I do the same, yeah. That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll have to do what I can for now. Move inner temple. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone is talking to himself. But where's that coming from? Gumshoe? Idolmar is a very crucial striker. Yeah. She opens the ability for you to use hyper buffers more often. Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can do that. I'm a detective. My brain. This is driving me nuts. Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please, don't whip me like that. All of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on your shoulder with my whip. So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How do you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there. You mean the one that says no entry on it? I kinda already snook in there. He's trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? What kind of garden? Like... A kind of garden-like... Garden? A garden. Yeah, anyway. It's under investigation now. So keep it out. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't normally the other way around? Well, see you later. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Ooh. Garden. Here we go. What the hell? February 9, Inner Temple Garden. There is a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what that is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing? On the stone lantern. What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? A fun karma will always show up whenever there is a clue. And there is plenty of clues to be found here. But... Talk. The investigation. So... how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working in the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing scientifically speaking. The place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Well, there is a couple of things that bother me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area, that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kinda fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were, it's kinda hard to say actually. I guess I better look into them myself. Maya. About Maya. Did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yeah, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could be. She could have disappeared to get on this side of the Dusky Bridge. all we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something, pal. Huh? I wonder what is it? Just don't be expecting good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded down. I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Examine. Okay, this is the obvious thing, but I wanna check this first. There is a charm or something poking from the snow. It looks pretty old. There is a leather cord tied to it. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Dogsnim. Sorry guys, I needed to cough. Yeah, and there was a broken lantern cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and the charm match exactly. Dogs him? What? What do you mean by dogs him? And hello Bodoka, how you doing? How you doing? It sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Dog's name? Not him? Oh, but what does mean dog's name? You know I'm dyslexic, so the correction is granted, but it's not like I read it wrong on purpose. Say them back to back. Dog's name. Oh. Dog's name, dog's name. Okay. Worn by Elise Dogsnim. Found in the garden of the inner temple. I'm starting to think that the real murder occurred here. What the heck is that? Maya! It says Maya backwards! That is clearly Maya backwards. You spotted it, pal. Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all of our questions, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. No way they're trying to pin Maya again. No, I think Elise Dogsnim wrote that as to say, like, save Maya or Maya is in danger. I'm thinking that that Bikini is the murderer, and she's trying basically to eliminate any medium that is famous or more than her. She seems to hate Misty Faye and the Faye family, and she seems to hate Elise Dogsnim. So I think she's an evil murderer pig lady, and it's like, please save Maya or something like that. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need them to light. You need all the light you can get here in the mountains. Yeah, but if this goes to the core, they might think that. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Maybe not considering the bridge collapse. Yeah, that's also true. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's unreasonable to think that things were lit up. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. A little lantern. A little statue. It's certainly a quiet little garden. Oh. What is this huge bowl for now? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice on this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on this case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was kinda getting sleepy. Next time you get sleepy, you only need to come to me, got it? She's really... Well, this is odd. There is no snow on the ground here. It's almost a perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears though someone has carefully cleared the snow away. I need a cookie. No doubt it was you, Scruffy. No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there is something I need to tell you, just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret, you can tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed I just picked up my mouthguard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it. Maybe man. Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what the reason could be. Gumshoe's really random this case. He's been saying random stuff this case. The bloody writing. Maya. So these letters are written in blood. Yeah. And what's worse is the victim's blood. What? This is Doc's name blood? We haven't done any detailed analysis yet, but it is looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Things right, I presume you know, don't you? Why is Maya's name written upside down? You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special Gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. She has that cocky face of she expecting something really stupid to come out of Gumshoe's mouth. And this time I'm 100% with her. Well, on the night of the murder, the stone lantern was upside down. Oh my god. Gumshoe, you never fail to disappoint with how stupid you can be. Anyway, there is really no logical reason. There's only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elistock's team wrote this letter herself in her own blood. You must be joking, that's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of the Miss Elise Doxdy murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? True crime scene. So, Miss Doxdy was killed here. However you wanna look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special Gamsh investigation would reveal that answer, no? But wait a second, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could easily set all that right up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix, Wright? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because the Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing the repairs to the bridge the whole time. And no one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have ever planted this stuff, pal. I can't think of an argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood of the lantern as soon as I got here. If this is the real scene of the crime, they need to figure out what is that Bikini actually saw. Oh man, things are looking more and more dire. I'm pretty sure she's the murderer, guys. I'm pretty sure Bikini is the murderer. She looks fame hungry. Bikini is too small. Yeah, but she's actually very, you know, she has a lot of weight to her, so she could do it. All muscle, no fat. Yeah, I think that she's ripped. The murderer should be clear by now, bruh. I mean... Exactly, she's like Muten Roshi from Dragon Ball. Okay, February 9th, Hasakura Temple, main gate. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright! Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we gotta hurry and lock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault. Someone's so important to use locks in there. Mr. Edward, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, right? Wait, Edward. I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? I have to be the one to break it to you, but... My FA is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, it's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know, please understand, Wright. But Maya, Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? I... Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now, excuse us. This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. I'm basically being told Maya is dead, and I hate it. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. February 9, the Hasakura Temple, main hall. She's the murderer. Bikini's the murderer. The evidence points to that person. To me, it's everything pointing to Bikini. Sister Bikini looks like she's drunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello you two, how are you doing? From the sound of that side, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know? She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Is she talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris, she was worried about my back. Why would you believe what I have done to her? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified. About what you saw, there is no shame in that. And we'll see to your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Oh yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who've said that to me. I can take the feeling that I just became a shield to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to even testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. I guess it's time to break those cyblocks of her. Okay, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Elise Doc's name. Sister Bikini. 1 second, I need to ban a piece of shit. There we go. Sister Bikini is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Doc's name had a special significance to this temple. And as to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. Oh my god. Are you going to tell me that the Elise Doc's name is Misty Faye? What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory though. But now I do. It has to be this. Because this is the only thing that we now have that we didn't have before. Kurain Master's Talisman. Mistox Nim has had this charm with her at all times.
Where did you...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then...
What do you think this...
What do you think this is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like this possibly mean?
It is a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops!
This thing speaks volumes about who Mistox Nim really was. This talisman... and... I guess the hanging scroll... This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Mistox Nim's true identity. I think it has to be the hanging scroll. It has to. Because the painting is obscured by gravy stains at this moment. But this scroll shows the Master of Kurain channeling technique. The crest at the top is a little sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. This crest is reserved for the Master of Kurain.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
The new Master, Maya Fate, told me.
What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Face's
daughter? Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Face's sole successor.
Mystic Misty.
Oh! All at once. Mystic Misty. So I was correct. Mistox Nim is Misty Fae. Yeah, that was very easy.
Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago.
Five logs, one big secret. Very true. Hello, Astrodude, welcome.
When you showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all.
What is the significance of this talisman, sister?
The Kurain talisman is the symbol of the Master of Kurain. The wearer must carry it with it. The wearer must carry it with them always until they're dead.
Until they're dead. Okay, I got it. So basically, when Mistox Nim was dying, she was being carried away. She managed to write Maya, but because she was being carried, she wrote it backwards. Maybe her head was inverted, like she was being carried with her tummy up. And the talisman is like, give the talisman to Maya. So Mistox Nim was really Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Fae, the Master of Kurain channeling technique.
The truth comes out at last. It looks like we are making some headway here.
Tell me, sister, after 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Well...
What's happening? It can't be...
Earthquake! My goodness, the inner temple. This kind of tremor might.
The inner temple?
The sacred cavern. In the training hall. It might very well cave in.
What? Maya! It seems to have passed. Well, we can just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, right?
Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready.
Come on then, Phoenix, right? They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. Wondering if he's alright. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Wait, anything weird here? No, okay. What am I doing? We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right! What are you doing here? Ugh. How could I have? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Why am the one getting whipped? I'm back. Welcome back, Josh. She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So it was just now during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth. One and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from the top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There is no escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the earthquake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right? Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training halls. Sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. February 9th. Inner temple training hall. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. More? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris? Iris, please tell me. What's going on here? What's going on? February 9th, Inner Temple, Training Hall.
Right? Is this what Godot was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks.
Now then, Iris, please remove this at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's possible for me.
What?
During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one log when I last came here.
So you're saying that you can undo the new locks? Yes.
If only I was stronger.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you're the one to talk. Your face all green. With your face all green.
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. We'll watch over the suspect. You go get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine.
There is no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get the rest. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here, see if I can help solve these bothersome puzzles.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few questions, Iris?
No, not at all.
What's going on? Escape. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried, I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra logs that someone had put on the sacred cavern door and... Who in the world would do something like this?
Trick locks.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Kurain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why the only person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set those locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there is 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here. It's obviously Piggy. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What? Iris, try to think, please. Is there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day. Hang in there, Maya.
You are going to have to call your inner strength now. The night of the crime. You know what, Iris? There is still one thing I don't quite get. What that might be, Phoenix Wright? I think it is obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hasakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. Then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hasakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hasakura Temple and the inner temple as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Oh, God. This is going to be complicated, guys. I know it. There is something going on here that we don't know about. I don't think I can... I need to find more evidence. This case is hard, yeah. I need to find more evidence. This door. When I was here earlier, there was a lock. There was only one dog, but there is now 5 of them. Those chains, it's almost as if they were guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen locks quite like this before. I have seen them. Okay. Okay, this is all the same. Okay, let's move out to the garden. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. I'm finally getting to the bottom of the case. Dark secrets in dark cavern. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth and Gumshoe. And Pearls. Okay, so I'm guessing I have to talk to all of them before I can... Let me check the garden once again. February 9th, Inner Temple Garden. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth. Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, Wright? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then just go on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Okay. You guys are putting a lot of effort in the investigation of the garden here, huh? There is a big chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? Earthquakes. So I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school,
Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big earthquake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we were passed out. That's when it happened. A single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but... It was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There is nothing else I can say. Not after you choose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of this self-pity, okay? Iris. There was something that bothered me about her the moment we met. I felt like I had seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file. Yes, I checked over every case file I ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the public. What? Why not? It may be the crucial piece of the puzzle to solve this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hasakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman. Edgeworth knew. Okay. Let me save. So, my guess is that... Okay, I don't have Dahlia here. But what about if I present Mia's profile, considering that Mia defended Phoenix in a case against Dahlia? One of the biggest names in the world of law, as I'm sure you'll agree. For better or for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. I know, I read all about it. It was the first time for the both of us. Two novices, head to head. I still can remember how downhearted I felt after that trial ended the way it did. I wonder if Mia felt the same way. Okay, maybe he can give me some info now. What? This is so complicated. I suppose you've noticed that Maya's name is written on the lantern. It's pretty hard to miss, you know. It's written in Miss Duck's name blood. She was probably forced up against the lantern by the killer. When the lantern went with her back against the lantern, she wrote the name with her finger.
That's why it's upside down. You think the victim wrote it herself? Isn't that the obvious conclusion? But why would she write Maya's name? I don't think that's something I want to discuss with you. A little lantern, a little statue. It's small, but okay. There is just one thing that's troubling me. Everything else is covered in snow, frozen over. But the ice in the bowl has been broken by someone. Maybe one of the detectives washed their face in it or something. Don't be ridiculous, Wright. No detective would be that careless at the crime scene. He's really angry. I'd better not say it was Gumshoe or his salary is gonna pay. What salary at this point? What salary does even Gumshoe have? Why is this the only area with no snow? Someone must have cleared it away. What other explanation there is? Of course, I played the what if game as well. But when I asked our thrusty bungler, Detective Gumshoe, he said it wasn't him. I suppose Edgeworth has a point. Whoever cleared the snow must have had a reason to do so. I can't imagine what that reason could have been. Okay. He gets a rise every now and then specifically, so it can be taken away. That would be so cruel. Also, I think, like, I'm either thinking it's either me being stupid or everyone else in the game being stupid, but wouldn't it be obvious that if this is the real crime scene and blood was spilled on the snow, they cleared the snow to clear the blood away? According to Detective Gumshoe, they were lit on the night of the murder. Well, Maya was training up here, so there is nothing strange about that. Except, apparently they don't light these torches for training sessions. The evidence points to that one person. I heard that too much light isn't conducive to spiritual training. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. What do you think about this, Edgeworth? Sir Wright, you are the defense attorney, I'm a prosecutor. It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so intimately. But you were acting for the defense in trial today. I guess I'll move. I have to talk again with Bikini anyways, so... February 9, Dusky Breach. It's weird that there is no one around all of a sudden. I'm sure it gets quiet here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should check out Chuck just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there, sulking again. Okay, Heavenly Hall it is then. February 9th, Heavenly Hall.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she right?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry? This is the Losers Shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. Larry, are you getting more stupid by the day, or what? This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick, Miss Loris did a picture of me.
That's great, Pearls. We are going to gather firewood now. We are going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over the miserable little campfire. So stay out of the way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of a guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Hey, I got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forever. I hate you, Larry. How dare you call a 9-year-old a loser? She has a whole life in front of her. What am I going to do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No. It wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you, Iris. Really flew that night.
But Mr. Loris...
No, you two. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw that. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? The night of the crime. Pearls? Yes,
Mr. Nick.
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Toxnim's room reading a book together. But Miss Toxnim was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just exactly what happened that night, Pearls.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Oh no. Pearly!
I have been a bad girl.
Pearly, no!
That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared.
What? Her powers disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can channel spirits is like a painter who can paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls? Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hasakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. That was really cruel of you.
Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her Psylocke to get the truth out of her. Okay. Ah, man. It's complicated. It's really complicated. I'm guessing... Well, he said I'm gonna have to try, so let's... Wait, let me save. I think it's just get going with it, but... Man, this case is hard. The night of the crime. After dinner of the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Nelly Stocksnim's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me.
But
I didn't go in the end.
you didn't go.
No. There was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself, I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Stocksnim's room, because she was too worried about something else. Or someone else. Pearls? On the night of the murder, it's obvious she went to the inner temple. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up. But this is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now I'm going to take a guess and call. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, you will tell me the whole truth.
Okay.
You were in this place for one simple reason, and that is... Maya, obviously. She was worried about Maya. She was saying it all night. She was worried about Maya. It's obvious that you were worried... what you were worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was some special course.
I signed up for the special course. Well. Well, my. Quite brave of you, considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one of those in your channel.
Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? 1 second, ambulance. Okay, it's gone now. And because it was you who introduced Hasakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about it, what could have happened to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing in the inner temple.
Then we are clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started, but there was so much snow I didn't get there until 10 p.m., 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell. The Hasakura Temple bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would have been terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you worried about hearing the bell? I think I know the reason you were worried about. Okay, what? I don't think I have a reason. I think I will have to come to this later. I don't think I have it now. It just doesn't make sense. One thing that this thing didn't leave me satisfied though. Welcome back, Bodoka. I'm not satisfied with the investigation so far. February 9th, Hasakura Temple, main gate. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gamshu around for a while either. Maybe they are having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gamshu is Sister Bikini's type. February 9th, Hasakura Temple, main hall.
Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern?
It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it, about the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the cavern.
But who could have done that? The only person who know how to set the trick locks are those of the Kurain tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there is something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Kurain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise, no, I mean Mystic Misty, arrived.
Oh, I see. Her name is actually a pun. Mystic Misty.
After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said. Someone is trying to destroy the Kurain tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them.
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line.
There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Kurain and her daughters the main family. All the other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed through the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
Is the power of the master worth this much bloodshed? Kurain channeling technique.
You believe in the channeling technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know the power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of time. During the Mask case. During the Maggie Bright trial too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
The Kurain technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
I suppose, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expect you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we are poor, Mr. Wright? Oh, you are very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of that one little mistake.
A mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago that's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is?
I'm sure the record still exists. If you're interested, look it up. It's locked up, of course. It's called the DLC incident. That's the name of the file.
The DLC incident, I knew it. DL6 incident. Wait. DL6 incident. That was the one that ended with Von Karma in jail, right? Is that the one we're talking about? 17 years ago. They really do love the DL6 case, Duke? Yeah. That was a very good case. Half right? No, wait, it was the Chief Gant with Lana Sky. That one? Don't forget DL6. Yeah, it's DLC. So DLC is the one where Von Karma killed Edgeworth's dad. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. It's the Von Karma case. I know it well. I handled the related case just 2 years ago. Yeah. It's the Von Karma jail case.
That's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney in that case.
And then they used a spirit medium to say, yeah. And she said it was the security guard in the elevator, and it wasn't him. And that ruined his life, and that's why he had a grudge against... Wait, no. Was it? It has to be. But if that was the case... Just let me refresh my memory, 1 second, guys. Yeah, it's the murder of Gregory Edgeworth. Yeah. That's the murder of Gregory Edgeworth. Gianni Yogi. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I was right. That's right. Okay. A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the... Wait, I remember. She channeled Gregory Edgeworth, right? But because Gregory Edgeworth
he never knew who the real killer was because he was passed out. He said it was Jani Yogi, but it was not Jani Yogi. And because the spirit of the Edgeworth's dad said that it was him, he had hate for Edgeworth. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer, and the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. If that's the first case the world had ever seen, the Kurain tradition openly involved. It was all over the media and the public, the judiciary, the people of Kurain village. Everyone judged her, everyone said Misty Faye's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone is still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. Since you managed to reveal the truth, we are finally making a comeback. The Kurain tradition is starting to recover at last. But the new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? Family feud. The spiritual power of the Kurain channeling technique is in the blood. Maya told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It really does all come back to DL6. Its canon date, December 28, 2001. It's the basis for the series timeline, which puts this case in February 2019. Apollo Justice Case 1. Case 1 this past Monday, and Apollo Justice Case 1 this past Monday, April 20. Oh, by the way, after we are done with this game, we are playing Edgeworth Investigations. I have the Investigations trilogy, so we are playing that, and after that we do Apollo. It's because the power to communicate with the spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the woman in the family can inherit that power. Oh yeah, Apollo's first case was insane. Nah, no way you're gonna edge me with Apollo Justice. I was in a live stream watching that. Ooh. And you will be again when I play Apollo. I can't believe some of the things that went down. Ooh. Okay, now you're hyping me up and you're making me regret getting Investigations instead of Apollo Justice. Play Apollo first, I'm begging you. I don't have it. This is sort of a joke. Okay. I don't own it, Black Lockhart, and I cannot afford it right now. The main family bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. You don't need to. Again, I cannot allude to that kind of acquisition on a stream. You will get me in trouble. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the one who do not become branch families, right? That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy. Maybe there will be another sale soon, we'll see.
Bro, no one cares about emulators as much as you think. Trust me, it's complicated. Investigations is next in the timeline, set mostly in March and April 2019. Yeah, that's what I have been told. That's why I acquired Investigations. Anyway, on 4chan we have an ongoing gag of doing live reactions to Ace Attorney cases. Dude, you have to bring your people here then to do live reactions. And we act like they are happening for real? No? Come on. It is not the same? I don't understand why, but hey. You know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I heard of her.
What? Like the streamer doesn't actually read the text or react?
Of course, she became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life as a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is? Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said?
We literally act like they are real, very serious cases. I see. So someone just streams the text moving and you guys go crazy about it. That's what you're telling me? And you're all like in a chat room with voice chat?
She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer.
Yeah, it's basically a communal roleplay. Okay.
She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Misty May, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
That's right, Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to absorb the Master Seed from her.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Morgan Faye, there is a name I know well. It was a year ago at Maya's home, Kurain village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master.
I suppose if you know about Morgan's daughter, then you must already realize that Iris...
Don't tell me Iris is the older sister of Pearly. Huh? Iris? What Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
Oh my god. The hair color. So when she was Dahlia Hawthorne, that was a fake identity. She was dyeing her hair. Iris is her real identity. Oh no. What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Morgan and Iris. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Misty Morgan's daughters already.
I have. I know her very well.
Oh.
Yeah, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child.
You jest, that child, she's Mystic Morgan's... I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she?
Yes, ever since she was found to be a conspirator in a murder case last year.
It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
3 daughters, okay, so the other one is Dahlia. So there is Dahlia, Iris and Pearly. Oh my god. Wait, what? 3?
Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl.
What? Okay, twin sister?
Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister Mystic Morgan life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that the Kurain reputation hit an all-time low.
And the plot thickens? Yeah.
Then Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master. He left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
How awful.
He was a jeweler.
Okay, that explains everything. He was a jeweler. So Dahlia Hawthorne is... Oh my god. Oh yeah. That woman was fertile? Why did I have to read your comment?
He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple.
So that's Iris.
That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What the name of Iris' sister?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt, it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls.
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. I was able to break free of the bars that confined. I was able to break free of the bars that confine her.
So Iris has a twin sister, that's Dahlia. The plot thickens. Josh, you are sharing the same brain cell with Phoenix today, huh? But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask you one more question and get some more info. Am I clairvoyant? Maybe. Wait. Gumshoe, if you present Iris' profile as Edgeworth, we did database search with her fingerprints and came up with nothing. Even identical twins have unique fingerprints. Okay. So wait a second. Well, let's investigate. February 9th, Hasakura Temple, Courtyard. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they are humming? No motive, no crime, no motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime, no motive, no crime. I remember we used to search in the channeling room in Kurain. Whoop, I love my job.
Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating is all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gamshu was into reggae. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Who? Me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. Dude's a lost cause? Yeah. The real murder weapon. That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up with any clues. So I just found these weird scraps of paper, looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case though. A letter? What? Give me that letter! Okay, no, wait. I don't want to leave us in a cliffhanger, so guys, I think this is where we're going to end for today. So, guys, in 10 days is my birthday. The thing is that my birthday will land on a Tuesday. I don't usually stream on Tuesdays. So I'm thinking of doing a celebratory stream either on Monday or on Wednesday. So one of those days I will do a birthday celebration stream. If I find the time, maybe do it on Tuesday, but it's complicated. I will be kind of busy, so I doubt I will be able to, but if I can find the time, I may try it. With that said, guys, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more Yakuza. The story is getting better and better and freaking better, and I cannot wait to continue. We're going all gas, no brakes again. Have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.